Things just got a whole load worse for Meghan Markle because her sister Samantha ain't going anywhere.
I do believe because there are no delivery certificates.
Hello everyone and welcome to the video. What if Meghan Markle's polished image of loving mother, strong duchess, and symbol of modern royalty wasn't just exaggerated, but carefully created from the start? For years, rumors about her children and family life have been growing, and now they're louder than ever. Meghan often presented herself as the outsider who broke traditions and rewrote the rules of royalty. She spoke about growing up as an only child, wishing for siblings, and her joy when Archie was born.
I grew up as an only child, which everyone who grew up around me knows. I would have loved to have had siblings. That's why I'm so excited to be pregnant, so that Archie has someone.
But her half-sister, Samantha Markle, claims this is all an act, a performance built to fit a perfect story. Samantha insists Meghan's life narrative is deliberately false, and now the cracks in that story are beginning to show.
In my opinion, she would still be a waitress if it wasn't for Dad. And there's a very big difference. It was deliberate.
This isn't just family drama. Critics argue it could shake the monarchy itself. Allegations suggest Meghan didn't just twist facts, she built an entire identity that doesn't match reality. Some people even believe her children aren't real, calling them AI or products of surrogacy.
People think her kids are fake. They think they're AI.
This scandal comes as no surprise. Speculation about the children has been simmering for years.
The biggest shock came when a woman known only as DL stepped forward. She claimed she was the surrogate who carried Meghan's children. DL didn't bring gossip. She brought hospital bills, medical records, and said she was silenced with legal agreements.
Like, why lie? It was just so truly bizarre.
Silence everybody and just produce a DNA sample.
According to her, Meghan's glamorous pregnancy photos were staged while she endured the real pregnancies in private, isolated and forgotten.
If you had those things, it would be very easy just to put them out there and say, this is what happened. You know, this is what it is.
DL said promises of privacy and fair payment turned into betrayal, leaving her erased from her own story. Her descriptions weren't vague, they were detailed, including recruitment meetings in California, secret contracts, and months of hidden medical care. She even spoke about postpartum complications and unpaid bills. If true, this means Meghan didn't just bend tradition, she staged motherhood as a Hollywood production. Normally, claims like this could be dismissed as tabloid chatter.
I'll tell you why. What she told the royal family, what she told Harry, wouldn't have jived, wouldn't have been consistent with the truth.
But DL's evidence, combined with Meghan's secrecy, made people question everything. Unlike Princess Diana and Kate Middleton, Meghan avoided royal traditions, choosing secrecy instead. No hospital steps, no clear timeline, and no transparency. Photos and videos added more suspicion, including one clip of Meghan's baby bump appearing to fold unnaturally.
And I thought, what is she not contextually aware of? She's trying to hide something. This is really sloppy pool.
Critics said that instead of honesty, she gave carefully staged photo ops that felt like illusions. And when asked for proof, Meghan and Harry stayed silent. They didn't provide DNA tests or clear denials. Instead, they sent legal warnings to media outlets, which only fueled speculation. Their silence only made the doubts grow louder. For many, their silence looked less like dignity and more like fear. If they had nothing to hide, why not simply show proof? Even Prince Harry, once admired as the rebellious truth-teller, now seemed either complicit or deceived. Their brand, built on speaking their truth in interviews and documentaries, suddenly appeared weak when they refused to address the allegations directly. This silence has bigger consequences than gossip. In royalty, lineage and legitimacy are everything. Royal births are supposed to be undeniable.
I think the palace and the machinery of the monarchy needs to take Harry and Meghan more seriously and make sure that Harry and Meghan's antics don't impact the future of the crown.
If surrogacy was involved but hidden, critics warn it could create a constitutional problem because heirs to the throne aren't just about family. They're about centuries of tradition and legal succession rules. If Archie and Lilibet weren't born according to royal protocol, their position in the line of succession could be questioned. That's why these rumors aren't simply about Meghan's personal choices, they could affect the monarchy itself. As DL's story spread, Meghan and Harry's legal team threatened action but offered no proof. That the lack of denial made DL's claims sound even more believable. Polls showed a shift in public opinion, with more people doubting Meghan's carefully built image. The Netflix deals, Oprah interview, and Public speeches about authenticity all began to look staged rather than genuine. Meanwhile, insiders suggested Meghan and Harry were struggling privately too. Some reports described their relationship as more like business partners trying to hold onto a fading brand, and Samantha Markle didn't hold back her criticism either. She accused Meghan of erasing their father and rewriting her past to fit a royal fantasy. To her, this wasn't jealousy but exposure of the truth. The Duchess, who once promised to modernize royalty, now stands accused of creating the biggest royal illusion in history. Until Meghan speaks directly and clears the doubts, her silence will continue to feel like a verdict. Every day without answers only fuels the suspicion that the fairy tale she tried to control is slipping away.
In this case, about whether you think the birth was real, whether you think there was a surrogate, whether you think Meghan was wearing a moon bump, the fact is, Harry and Meghan lied. Buckingham Palace lied on their behalf. There was a complete cover-up over the birth of Prince Archie.
What began as whispers of family drama has now grown into a PR disaster and a possible constitutional issue. Meghan once symbolized resilience and reinvention, but the more these allegations hang unanswered, the more her story looks less like inspiration and more like illusion. And that's the tragedy the modern fairy tale Meghan wanted to write for herself now risks collapsing under the weight of secrets, silence, and suspicion. That's all for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe.